Both boxing analysts and fans have been eagerly awaiting the rematch between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. As their second battle, scheduled for February 22nd, draws near, there are many predictions about who will win because their first fight was a classic clash of opposing styles. Although Beterbiev declared victory in the first bout, many people, including Bivol's camp and certain boxing experts, think Bivol was the real victor. The question now stands as they get ready to fight again. Will Bivol adapt to Beterbiev's strength, and will he be able to capitalize on his technical advantages to win more handily? The performance in their first fight is one of the main topics of discussion in relation to the rematch. Numerous experts, including those on Bivol's team, believed that Bivol's quickness, dexterity, and astute counterpunching dominated the opening rounds. One notable strength of Bivol's performance was his ability to combine his toss, work angles, and jab. Even though Beterbiev frequently hit him, his ability to maneuver around the ring and quickly recover with counters seemed to irritate the heavier-hitting Beterbiev. Bivol's movement and boxing IQ prevented him from suffering too much damage, even though it was obvious that Beterbiev's strength posed a serious threat. However, Beterbiev demonstrated his strength and power as the battle moved into the latter rounds, dealing Bivol some powerful strikes that appeared to have an impact. Many people thought that Bivol still defeated Beterbiev in spite of this, especially in the earlier rounds. Bivol was able to avoid numerous of Beterbiev's risky strokes, demonstrating his excellent technique and defensive prowess. Experts in boxing, including well-known trainers and competitors, have offered their opinions on the rematch, predicting and analyzing what will transpire when the two competitors face off again. According to Bivol's camp and his own remarks, he will take a far more aggressive stance in the second fight. He has stated that he wants to exact revenge and make amends for the mistakes committed in the first fight in addition to winning the titles. His conviction that Bivol's ring IQ and footwork will be sufficient to win has spurred more debate over whether Beterbiev's strength can still overcome him. According to Bivol, he is more motivated than ever this time. Redeeming oneself has become more important than simply earning the title. His approach to the fight reflects his mindset change from merely pursuing titles to a deeper drive to prove himself. Knowing that he has the technical ability to outbox Beterbiev for the full 12 rounds, Bivol wants to make amends for the mistakes he made in the previous fight and demonstrate his full potential. He has been working on his conditioning, concentrating on developing the strength and endurance necessary to sustain his punch output and footwork throughout the bout. The battle is another chance for Beterbiev to cement his legacy. One of the most dangerous competitors in the division, the Russian fighter is renowned for his amazing hitting power. His age of 38 and recent ailments, however, raise concerns about whether they may hinder him in the rematch. Bivol and his squad are trying to take advantage of any indications of wear and tear, even though Beterbiev has been knocked down throughout his career and has always demonstrated the ability to bounce back. Beterbiev will be under pressure to adapt and exert pressure early without becoming overly careless. Although his aggressive style has worked well against a lot of opponents, Beterbiev should reconsider his typical approach given Bivol's ability to dodge and counterpunch. In the first fight, Bivol's movement and jab were crucial in frustrating Beterbiev, who found it difficult to close the distance and make clean shots. Numerous experts predict that Bivol will keep using his jab to keep distance and manage the fight's tempo. Bivol may have an even more definite victory this time around if he can carry out his strategy in the same manner and avoid the damage he sustained in the latter stages of the first fight. But Beterbiev's strength and tenacity will always play a role in the conflict. According to several analysts, Beterbiev could perform better in the rematch if he focused on his accuracy and applied pressure sooner. It might turn out differently if he can use his body shots to tire out Bivol and throw cleaner punches. Beterbiev's ability to land some important shots that demonstrated his ability to harm Bivol made the last rounds of their first fight crucial. Whether he can accomplish this early in the rematch and prevent himself from going behind on the scorecards is the question. Regarding judging, a lot of people have noted that the first fight was extremely close, with differing views on the winner. Despite the fact that Bivol was more active and successful in the previous rounds, some contend that the judges gave preference to Beterbiev's influence and strength. It is thought that judges occasionally give the later rounds extra weight, especially when a boxer finishes strongly. Despite Bivol's technical performance during the first half of the bout, Beterbiev's late-round dominance might have affected the outcome. Although this score irregularity might reappear, Bivol's squad will want to eliminate any possibility of uncertainty in the rematch. A number of boxing experts, including past champions, have offered their opinions on the rematch. Oscar de la Hoya has stated that he thinks Bivol has the edge because of his distinct style, superb footwork, and technical boxing prowess. He believes that Bivol's activity and speed are crucial elements that could help him win. Beterbiev's approach, which depends on walking opponents down and landing power shots, would not be able to handle Bivol's ability to maneuver in and out of range while making fast combinations. However, if the Russian can deliver a clean blow, the question is whether Bivol can stand up to Beterbiev's might. In his comments, Roy Jones Jr. acknowledged Beterbiev's strength and skill but noted that the Russian's sluggish pace might play a role in the rematch. Although Beterbiev's strength will always be a threat, Jones points out that becoming older could start to wear him down. As he did in the opening exchanges of their first fight, Bivol can take advantage of this by shifting and counterpunching skillfully. Bivol's camp, meantime, has been working on technique and conditioning in preparation for the rematch. Bivol has used unconventional training techniques, like his cold baths, to improve his recuperation and endurance. Throughout the 12 rounds, he has concentrated on keeping up his speed and endurance so that he can carry out his strategy without being overpowered by Beterbiev's strength. It will be important for him to maintain his level of activity and stay away from the power shots that injured him in the first battle. This is a pivotal point in the careers of both fighters. Bivol's victory would dispel any skepticism about his skills and establish him as one of the top fighters in the light heavyweight class. Beterbiev's reputation as one of the sport's most lethal punchers would be further cemented with a victory. It's more about their legacies and establishing their superiority than it is about titles. It is evident that both boxers have a thorough awareness of the situation as the bout draws near. Beterbiev wants to maintain his control and demonstrate that his power is unrivaled, while Bivol is driven by the need for atonement and the chance to demonstrate his full ability. The way each combatant adapts to the other's advantages and disadvantages will determine how this rematch turns out. In the end, fans can expect to witness another exciting matchup between two of the world's top fighters. This bout is exciting and unpredictable because of the fighters' divergent styles, high stakes, and intense goals. Regardless of the result, Bivol and Beterbiev will give it their all in the ring on February 22nd, which is sure to be another memorable boxing evening.